Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, is a 2-day holiday that reunites the living and the dead, and families create ofrendas to honor their departed loved ones.
Olivia Tamzarian with the Emma S. Barrientos Mexican-American Cultural Center is here to talk about this city's big event, and you brought an ofrenda to set up right here on the set with us. Kind of explain to the people what that exactly means, if you would.
Sure. I mean, an ofrenda is an offering. So it's basically an altar created as an offering in memory of those that we've lost. This particular ofrenda is to Frida Kahlo. So you want to put the photo of the person that you want to honor on the altar. And then all the objects have a specific significance to draw the memory of that person to the space.
So let's talk about the specific objects. So a lot of times you see a lot of candles, a lot of light. What's the reasoning for that?
It's all about drawing in the essence of that person. So the lights, the candles draw in that spirit. It's a sacred space. This is basically a place to invite somebody to come and have a meal with the family. So it's like a family reunion, but some of the family members have passed. And so we put candles, we put incense, the copal incense, and that smell. If you're in Mexico around Day of the Dead, the smell of the copal is intoxicating. And even the marigolds have like a pungent smell as well. You can see them in the nighttime. So
that's why you always see those flowers, the marigolds, which are so beautiful, you know, but there's a reasoning for that.
Definitely. And you want to put objects on the altar that help you remember that person. It's not just about, you know, offering it and imagining that person might come back, but also for us, for the living, to have a nice way to remember them, right? Because usually throughout the year, there's not really a holiday for the deceased. This is the holiday that you can remember them with joy and lots of bright colors. It's about, you know, making something really happy and peaceful and celebratory, you know, celebrating their life instead of focusing on the death. It's really a celebration of life.
Is there a significance to the levels? I noticed there are 3 levels to the ofrenda that you have here.
Definitely. You might notice the shape kind of reminds you of a pyramid from Mexico. Also, it's kind of a bridge between heaven and earth. And so those levels also have significance as well. You can build the altar with any materials, and then you put a cloth on it. That's kind of like a tablecloth, because this is a space that also has food. And then you want to prepare the most delicious dishes. So mole and all the sorts of crops that come out at this time of year. We put some of that. Also a cup of water. The deceased come back and they're thirsty. They might need a mirror to freshen up.
I love that. Oh, I like that.
Maybe we need more than one for some ofrendas, if you know what I mean. That's fascinating. So the water is what again? In case when they arrive.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been a trek ride.
That's
so they're thirsty. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I've even seen like a comb, you know, they got to get ready. And then there's also usually an archway that really symbolizes kind of that transition between the two worlds, the world of the living and the world of the deceased. It's considered that at this time, November 1st and 2nd, that the veil between the living and the deceased gets thin. So there's more of a crossover. And it's a really special thing. There's papel picado, which is that cut paper. It's said that when that starts to kind of breathe, the blowing of the breeze, like it kind of rustles it, and that's when you know the spirits have arrived.
Isn't that so interesting? I mean, there's a significance, a reasoning for all this. And then when you have this citywide event, which it's going to be Saturday, November 1st, right? Where is it going to be held at?
It's at the Pan American Recreation Center. It's on East Austin at 3rd and Chicon, presented by the Emma S. Barrientos Mexican-American Cultural Center. It is our yearly celebration. It's a celebration of life. We'll have live music. We'll be decorating the sugar skulls, real sugar skulls made out of sugar, and doing some face painting. There'll be a collective offering, so there'll be a ofrenda where people can add notes. If you don't have one at home, this is a great opportunity to share something with the community. And also live music and dance, a huge market. We'll have a Comic-Con. So this is my favorite event of the year.
And she always knows so much about it. The cool thing is when you create an ofrenda, you can do like there's community ones. So
I was going to ask that if it's individual or if there's other groups. That
I mean, I do one at home. Do you do one at home?
Definitely. It's really a nice thing to kind of have it be really personal. But then we also find celebrities. I mean, I see one in San Antonio. I saw one for Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he recently passed.
It's about honoring both your relatives, even your ancestors, and for the little kids in your family too, so they can learn about those members of your family that they might not have met. It's a time to educate and come together and celebrate family.
That is interesting. You know, and a lot of times when people pass, you just stop talking about them, and that gets kind of sad. You know, you want to talk about their memory.
So some of the things will be in remembrance of them, and then some of the things are things that they enjoyed. So it's a combination of things that you liked about them and the things that they liked.
Yeah,
here.
if you think about it, whenever you have something from your relatives, maybe it's a pair of glasses, a book, a piece of jewelry from your grandmother, you always kind of put it in a special place. That is really an ofrenda. It's an offering. You're kind of putting your intention or your memory on that space. And so if you have objects from somebody who's deceased, you can place them on the altar to let them know that that's their space.
What would you put on your ofrenda even for like for me, like if someone's putting an item for me, well, I would want like my favorite foods, my favorite drinks on there, things like that, just something that I don't know is very inviting, you know?
Your music, maybe a bottle of your favorite soft drink or candy. This is a time to celebrate abundance. So whatever you have, you're putting out your best. In Mexico, they have huge markets with the marigolds and with all these different foods and decorations so that everybody's kind of coming together to create the space. And you can even put a trail of flowers to kind of guide them. So it's said that on November 1st, the souls of the young people come back, and on November 2nd is for adults.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so is it called something differently on the 1st?
There's some different traditions in Mexico, right? But it is related to All Saints' Day.
Okay.
So that's something really interesting is this is a combination of traditions that the Spaniards brought with them to Mexico, but also indigenous traditions that before the Spaniards arrived, there was a culture of honoring ancestors. And it wasn't considered that death was an ending. It was considered it was just the beginning to the afterlife. So it was really
the bridge.
Yeah, that dichotomy between life and death, and even like the salty and sweet, kind of bittersweet with the sugar skulls, but it looks like a skull. Those are all really, really important in the symbolism of the event.
It's funny. I know we talk about a lot of times around this time of year the movie Coco, but it really kind of brought it to life for all of us. And like
for me,
you knew about
culturally,
it.
we did not do this when I was a child. Not to this extent. We were obviously you remember your relatives that have passed on, but this is such a way to honor the people that have passed on.
Exactly. Coco is one of my favorites, and it's brought it to kind of pop culture so that little kids really embrace it. I have not met a small child that doesn't love that movie. And then when I show the altars or when I do the face painting as a sugar skull, they connect
she's so
with
good
it.
at that. Yeah, they connect.
And you should definitely come on Saturday. I actually made you a flower crown.
For Vaughn.
I think Brian
No,
needs to
that's
wear.
beautiful.
Brian, do you want to come
that
on,
is
Brian?
Beautiful.
You would look great in it.
I don't want to make.
No,
make
not wear it.
Okay, I don't want to be.
Oh, look at you,
Yes.
Brian. Yes,
I
it
love
looks
it.
so good, and
I've
it's
gotta
like
do
the
one.
color, and there we go.
Are you
Look at
getting
the
into
colors.
the spirit? You feel
I
it?
love the spirit. I love this. This is fascinating to me. I've got so many questions. I know we're running out of time, but that is beautiful.
I think it's fantastic. I'm
you.
going to try it as well.
So let's talk about Saturday again. It's Saturday, this November the 1st, day after tomorrow. The event is at the Oswaldo Cantu Pan American Park. So it's an outdoor event. The weather's going to be perfect.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Gosh,
There's a playground at that park. It's a really family-friendly event, and we always see a lot of people come out. There's going to be musical performances, Gary Hobbs, the Tiaras, Nova Band, Marca Especial, and then they'll do an Aztec dance. So you'll see people wearing really traditional indigenous outfits, and they're going to do a dance to kind of call the spirits to the
I love it. And the food trucks, I mean, it's just something for everyone.
Say food?
Yeah, there's food trucks. It's just so great. And it's
awesome.
a free event for the family.
It's family friendly, and it's an outdoor park, so it's a relaxed environment. You can come and get some pan dulce. There's a specific type of pan
sweet bread is my favorite.
Yeah, so we'll have vendors that are selling all sorts of goods, so come out and support.
Daventastes. I love this. I just love how pretty this is.
I
Oh my
do too.
gosh.
Every detail.
I love it.
Every detail.
Right,
is
every little
fascinating.
detail. This is fantastic.
Thanks for being here. This has been great.
Thank you
And good
so
luck
much.
with the event. 2 to 6.
2 to 6.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What time's the pan dulce going to be ready? I'm just
All
curious.
day. All day.
You know what?
Just
I need
curious.
to get some pan dulce and bring it to you
Yes,
guys to
you
just
do.
like, oh, you're going to love it. The conchas, all that.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. A pleasure to have you here with us.
Olivia.